it's Steph. Thanks for watching today's video. I'm going to be doing my update for the Pan Those Eyeshadows Project Pan. This was created by Alexi and I will link her down in the description box. But everyone who's doing this project tweaks the rules so it works best for them. I'm currently working on 5 randomly generated shades for my collection and also 1 focus palette that I randomly generated as well. This is what my color story was looking like this month. All shimmery shades. And my goal for every single one of these is to hit pan or 20 uses. If I didn't hit pan by 20 uses, I have the option of rolling it out. But if I think I'm close, I might leave it in. I want to shout out Leah Embo because she 100% inspired my makeup look today. I put blue all over my lid and then used one of my shadows in this project as a gold liner. This is totally outside of my comfort zone. I've only ever really worn like dark colors as liner and I actually really enjoy it. So I just wanted to shout out Leah. She featured this look in one of her recent videos. I'll link it down below and obviously I'll link her channel because she is an amazing project panner and she always does really interesting eyeshadow looks. I hope you can't hear my neighbor's leaf blower, but let's just get into my update. I'm gonna be honest, my numbers are not up to par as what they usually are. I really struggled with this project specifically this month. I don't know what it was, but most days I just wanted to slap some bronzer in my crease, put a wing liner and just call it a day. Let's talk about my focus palette, which is where this blue comes from. It's my Beauty Bay Bambi palette and I wanted to correct myself. I think in my last update I said this was BH Cosmetics. Nobody said anything, but yeah, I just wanted to clarify this is from Beauty Bay and it is really fun. I'll show you what the palette looked like last update and this is what it looks like now. I have this shade all over my lid and into my crease and I kind of blended it out with this lighter blue. Really happy to say that I am rolling this out, but it's not because I hit my goals. It's because I'm burnt out on it. I've had this in the project for 2 months now, I believe. And I did hit my goals on most of the shades. I wanted to use all of them 10 times. And honestly, I did not keep track of it this month. I was just really slacking with my eyeshadows. But I know for a fact that I hit my 10 use goal on the colorful shades, which really is what matters to me. I could care less about these. And I know I use this shade at least like 8 or 9 times just to blend out my crease and put on my lower lash line. So I feel okay rolling this out and I just really want to get some use out of my other summery palettes. I'll just let you know what palette I'm replacing that with. I was randomly generating my focus palettes, but I just really want to work on this one this month. And it's my ColourPop Wild Nothing palette. I haven't used this at all, and I just think that it's the perfect time of year to do so. And it's just so dang cute. I'm not going to make any goals for this. The purpose of this segment of this project, my focus palette, is just to get more use out of my shadows, to spread the love. And I just really want to use it. That's my goal. Now let's get into the randomly generated shades that I had no control over. I just go in alphabetical order down my spreadsheet. So the first 2 shades actually come out of my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. I rolled both of these shades in last update, so there's definitely not very much use on these. The first shade I want to talk about is Teak. This is what it looked like last month when I rolled it in. And this shade is on the darker side for this time of year for myself personally. And I'm going to cover up the other shade in this project. I did get 6 uses on the shadow, and I can definitely see a difference in the way it looks. So I'm pretty happy about that. I feel like I'm going to hit pan on this before the 20 uses. It's just kind of, it's kind of falling apart. I don't know if it's just this specific shade or if my whole palette is going bad, but I've worked on a lot of other shimmery shades in this palette and they just weren't as crumbly as this one. So I have 6 uses, I have 14 to go, and hopefully I'll hit pan by that time. And then the next shade was Cyborg. This is what it looked like last update. And this is what it's looking like now. I was only able to use this 2 times this month. I realized that silver is not really a spring summer shade for me, which I'm sure that is true for a lot of people, but I really want to prioritize this shade. Let me see. I did create a look with these 2 shades and also the other shade that I'm actually wearing as a liner, and I'll talk about that next, I think. And it was kind of like a mixed metals look. It's like the bronze, gold, and silver. It was actually kind of interesting. I was pretty proud of myself. But yeah, not a ton of use on my sultry palette this month. Hopefully I can be a little better this coming month. Okay, the shade that I'm wearing as a liner today comes from my California Love palette from ColourPop, and it's the shade Diego. This is what it looked like when I rolled it in. I'm pretty sure it was brand new and untouched, if I remember correctly. I want to say this is the Super Shock formula. It's very soft, very crumbly, and it moves around a lot in the pan. So I'm going to assume it's a Super Shock. I haven't had a like brand new Super Shock in my collection for years and years and years, so I don't really remember what they feel like. Including today, I have 4 uses on this shade, and this is what it is looking like in this top corner. You can see there's definitely some movement. I kind of flattened it out today when I did the eyeliner because I just moved my finger around the whole pan, and then I wiped it on my hand and dropped some Duraline on top of it. The next shade comes from my Hip Dot C Note palette, and it's the very first shade called Rain. This is what it looked like last update, and I had 8 uses. I was able to use it 5 more times. I was really hoping to get it rolled out of this project this month, but here it is, no pan yet, and I've used it a total of 13 times. I do have this on my inner corner today just to go with the blue. I will say that, like, my color story was pretty cohesive, and I can use like all of those blues from the Bambi palette I could use with this blue, and my next shade is a blue as well. So I am able to use all of these shades like together, which is nice. I just didn't do that very often this month. And the last shade comes from my Sigma Cinderella palette, and it's the shade Sweet Nightingale. This is what it looked like last month after 11 uses. I can definitely see some wear on it, but it looks basically the same this month. I've only used it 4 additional times, so I have a total of 15 uses. This is a very bright blue, and I'm not sure if I like it. I definitely don't really enjoy it all over my lid. Why? I really wanted to roll this out this month as well, but I just didn't get to my 20 uses or pan. I'm nowhere near pan, so I know I'm not going to do that, but I will keep it in. Hopefully I'll get my 5 uses this coming month and I can roll in a new shade next month. That's it for my update. I know it wasn't a super exciting one, but I feel like there's always going to be a month that there's no roll-ins. Like, I think every other update I've done this year, I've rolled in at least one new shade. So it was just a matter of time before I couldn't. I have a feeling if I stick to it, I will be rolling out these two blue shades, which will feel really good. But we'll just have to see. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel already and you enjoy makeup and panning content, I encourage you to subscribe so I see you in the next video.